What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar. I just had some chips and one stuck in my throat. Anyway, welcome back to the P4G. This is going to be the week 10 team builder. This week we're going up against the New Orleans Pelippers and John, aka Pokemon, very good friend of mine. You haven't seen P4G for a couple weeks. If you don't know, I hurt myself. I broke my elbow and I broke my ankle. So I kind of took a little bit of time off to just focus on recovering. And in the meantime, I had a friend of mine play a game for me. We won that game 1-0. Well, he won that game, not we. I just told him an idea I had for a team, and he kind of sort of built a team around my idea. And then after that, we were supposed to play Link's Forte. However, Lynx did not want to play my AC. He wanted to play me since this is his last draft league, and I completely understand that. So we're going to be playing later on this week, doubling up on P4G. And now we have John, aka Pokemon, to get us caught up to week 10. Bam! His team is right above my head. Mienshao, Bronzong, Cloyster, Decidueye, Granbull, Braviary, Tentacruel, Magmar, Zebstrika, Mightyena, Rhydon. My team, as you can see, has not changed since like week, whatever it was, like week 2 or something. This team is really weird to face because like Mienshao just gets a kill every single time it comes in, and Bronzong kind of sort of hard walls a lot of my team. Like, it walls Victory Bell practically, but I think he still needs it to be a rocker because his only other good rocker is, well, his only other rocker in general is Rhydon, and Rhydon has an awful matchup against me. So I definitely think that he's going to be bringing Bronzong. So because of that, I've kind of focused on a team to allow Victory Bell to sweep once Bronzong is weakened. That's kind of where I'm going with this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the team. First thing, this thing pretty much destroys Bronzong by itself. Gravity, Zen Headbutt, Meteor Mash, Earthquake, Metagross, while still having the ability to hit Tentacruel with Earthquake and Zen Headbutt, but mainly being able to set up a Gravity on the Bronzong and then just hitting it with an Earthquake. It'll do a whole crap ton of damage, and he doesn't have a very good Meteor Mash switch in. This also allows me to eliminate Granbull from any equation that he could possibly envision for a later on in the game for my potential Sneasel sweep. So I don't think that this thing is necessary. I wanted to bring like an AV set to be able to hard wall Zebstrika. However, don't really think it's necessary. I think just Leftovers is just as good this game. Very, very, very good Pokemon. I think it'll do well, honestly. I think Gravity will come in really clutch for Bronzong, weakening that. If I can get off the damage, like one Earthquake puts it in range of like Weather Ball in the sun. So it's really, really cool. I wanted a pretty good check to things like Mienshao, to Braviary, to force them to take recoil damage and some damage over time, and that is going to be my Druddigon with Protect, Gunk Shot, Earthquake, Stealth Rock. This will be my Stealth Rocker for the game, and this allows me to force them to take rough skin damage over time and not be able to just sit there and never take the damage that I know that they need to take in order for me to put them in range of other things. So Gunk Shot is there just for Granbull. It does like 25% or so, which is really, really good damage, honestly. Earthquake is there for the Tentacruel and the Zebstrika. Yeah. Stealth Rocks are going to be really important in this game. So much so to the point to where I'm considering changing a move on this last guy to be able to prevent Stealth Rocks from getting up on my side of the field a little bit easier. But Stealth Rocks are going to be really important for his side and detrimental to mine if he gets them up, so that's less than ideal. Next up, we have our Sunsetter. We have Nasty Plot, Extra Sensory Flamethrower, Hidden Power, Ground, Ninetales. Hidden Power Ground is there just for the Magmar, I believe. Magmar. Yep. Enough speed to outspeed everything on his team that is not named Mienshao and Zebstrika, and the ability to just be fat and Nasty Plot up on things to hopefully break. Like on a Granbull, for example, if he's not running Earthquake for whatever reason, I can actually Nasty Plot up on that and just do a lot of damage to it. Or if his main switch into this is going to be like Tentacruel, I can Nasty Plot up on the switch in to Tentacruel and then just hit it with an Extra Sensory, and +2 Extra Sensory does a lot of damage. So that's pretty much where this is going. I'm hoping that I'll be able to set up an extra sensory to break through one of his walls to allow this Victory Bell to sweep with Solar Beam, Sludge Bomb, Weather Ball, Strength Sap, with the Yachi Berry. Now, the reason why I have Yachi Berry, also you can see really bad that my lip is still swollen. It hurts so bad. I have Yachi Berry because I fully expect him to bring Ice Shard on his Cloyster to be able to hit this thing in the sun whenever I'm out speeding like his entire team. So Yachi Berry will really help with that. And Strength Sap is there because it can actually really help versus Decidueye. While I can Weather Ball, if it's like really fat, it can take one, whereas if I have Strength Sap, I can get health back if I'm weakened and force him to click Brave Bird at -1. It won't do that much. He'll take recoil damage. I can Strength Sap up again and put him in range of Weather Ball. So Strength Sap is very crucial this game. I think it's unbelievably important, and it allows me to also get some really good health back from Granbull if he is not running Fire Punch in the sun, which if he is, he's just hitting me with a regular Fire Punch because I've hit Strength Sap on him, -1. So Strength Sap will be very cool to just keep the longevity of my Victory Bell there. I really like Victory Bell in this matchup. I think it has a decent matchup personally. I think it's more so of the Mon that he's going to prep for the most. Whereas I think what I'm going to try to win with is going to be Victory Bell. But what's going to be another really big win con is going to be my Sneasel. Pursuit, Knockoff, Poison Jab, and Ice Shard. Jolly Max Speed, or Jolly 180 Speed to allow me to outspeed Mienshao, and then Pursuit, Knockoff, Poison Jab, and Ice Shard. I'm not running Ice Stab because I don't think I need it. It would only do well against, like, Rhydon, whereas it doesn't do a whole lot to Rhydon anyway, so, and Rhydon really puts a hurting on this team. However, I have a Sun Core that can kind of sort of decimate Rhydon. I don't think it'll be coming. But Pursuit is there just to be able to hit Bronzong on the switch out if he decides to switch out. Same thing with Decidueye. I can Pursuit it and force it to take a crap ton of damage. And then Z Poison Jab is there just for Granbull. Granbull takes about 50% from this thing at -1 after Intimidate. So if I can hit it with like a Gunk Shot from this, he takes Stealth Rocks, he switches in on a knockoff, he dies to Z Poison Jab. So it's really not that difficult for me to kill that Granbull with this thing. And once Granbull is gone, this thing is actually my main win con. It does a crap ton of damage to basically everything. The biggest threat right now is Zebstrika, and overall is Zebstrika for my team. However, I do have XATU, which is another weakness to it. However, though I think Zebstrika is going to be a little annoying, I think in the sun, just hitting it with a freaking Sludge Bomb in the sun is going to do a crap ton of damage. It's not that strong, and it's not that bulky either, so this can really take care of it offensively. And force him to take a hit with one of his walls, whereas he really can't take hits with his walls from sun. Because as you can see, it's just like, it's like Weather Ball, Sludge Bomb, Solar Beam, Solar Beam. So that's his main wall core. So I definitely think that I can deal with Zebstrika offensively. Whereas this thing, it's really fat on the Fizdef side, a little fat on the Spadef side with Psyshock, U-Turn, Roost, and Shadow Ball. This allows me to be able to pretty much hard wall his Bronzong, prevent him from getting up Stealth Rocks on my side of the field, and hit Shadow Ball on him a bunch of times, and weaken him to the point to where Weather Ball kills him from my Victory Bell. This also allows me to take a hit from Braviary and hit it with a Psyshock to be able to weaken it in range of Ice Shard from my Sneasel or from this bad guy. Like, there's a bunch of really cool stuff that like XATU puts in range. This also tanks hits from Magmar pretty well. Not the best if he's like Specs, but it does a decent job. I built this team kind of quickly. There's a bunch of things that like I can look at and I can be like, yeah, I can see where I could have brought something better, but at the same time, I don't know what I would get rid of, because like I need Metagross to be able to just be a bulky tank. Like, unless his Zebstrika has Overheat, this can tank a hit from it. Click Earthquake. He doesn't have the best Earthquake switch-ins aside from Bronzong, which I have Gravity for, and Granbull, which I have Meteor Mash for, and like Braviary, which if he switches in Braviary on me, I can tank a hit and then click Meteor Mash on it and kill it. Like, so I need that basically just for that reason. It comes in, it forces something to take a crap ton of damage because it doesn't get one shot. I need this for like Cloyster, for... Oh, also, this Spadef investment allows me to take a +2 Hydro Pump from Cloyster at like 60%, so I can take like Rocks plus a small hit from like Granbull or something like that. I need this to be able to take hits from Mienshao, from Braviary, from Mightyena, Rhydon, things of that nature. This is my Sunsetter that also can break. This is my cleaner. This is another cleaner that can like do just a lot of work offensively. And then of course we have XATU to just like be the utility pivot mon of the team. I'm bringing a very hyper offensive team this week. Hyper offensive, well, not really hyper offensive because like this has a lot of bulk, this has a lot of bulk, this has a lot of bulk, and this has a lot of bulk. But I don't have like designated walls, which means that every single play I make, I have to be thinking about sacks for later on in the game, and that's really difficult to do in general. But we'll see how it goes. John has not responded to me as to when we're playing yet, so hopefully it's soon. I gotta be going to bed here in a little bit, but I hope you guys did enjoy the team builder. I hope you were excited for recordings, videos, Pokemon to be coming back to the channel. I hope you guys are excited for Fortnite to be coming to the channel here pretty soon. But yeah, thank you guys very much, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.